All right, thanks for tuning in. This is Zachariah Etheridge, 3L at Elon Law, and I'm here to just share a couple tips and strategies that I think would really help first-year law students in getting an internship, their summer of their 1L year. So high-level overview, academics, tailoring your resume and your cover letter to the position you're applying for, and having a pitch, okay? So I'll be really brief on academics. You're going to hear this time and time again, but focus as much as you can on your academics your 1L year. It's going to be really, there's going to be a lot of other things that are going to want to take your attention away. Student organizations, hanging out with your new classmates, looking at Netflix and not doing all your reading and using supplements. But your 1L transcript is going to speak volumes about who you are as a person, your work ethic, and to some degree your intelligence. I think mostly your work ethic, because a lot of the law is just practicing hard concepts over and over. So don't neglect that. Number two, when you're writing your cover letter and your resume, use the Office of Career and Student Services. They are paid to help make you look awesome on paper, okay? You do not want to draft one good cover letter and one good resume and just use that for every opportunity that you see. You want to take the time to understand what it is they're looking for in an applicant and speak to why you are that person. Learn what competencies they require in an ideal candidate and speak to how you've done that before, right? I was a salesman. People would think sales and law couldn't be further apart, but I was able to tie in actual experiences and accomplishments I had from my time in sales and show why that would be beneficial in a law firm setting. Number three is have a pitch for your non-traditional route of finding internships. And the reason I say non-traditional is because traditional route is going to be any opportunity the school tells you about where they say, all these students should apply and see what happens, okay? You're gonna have an internal job board. Ours was Pathways, formerly Simplicity. Yours might be named something else. But those are opportunities that are sent out for every student, right? They're, on LinkedIn, everybody can see them. Those are your fellowships and scholarship programs. Your non-traditional route is going to be boots on the ground, just seeing who you know in your life who might be able to help you. It would help if you're going to law school in a city that you've grown up in, but you can also use this if you went to a different state or a different city to go to law school. But be able to say who you are, what area of law you're looking to get experience in, and why. For me, my name is Zachariah. I'm interested in entrepreneurship and business law. And the reason why is because I grew up in a rural area where most everyone I knew did some form of, sole proprietorship or entrepreneurial type of gig, and that's generated a lot of interest in me about how people go about starting something from nothing, right? Period. Leave it there, and whatever your story is, be able to illustrate that. But if people know exactly who you are and what you're looking for, it's gonna be much easier for them to advocate for you when they're out and about. And just to kind of frame that a little bit further, you want to activate people's sphere of influence. So I might talk to a friend from, old friend from school, from, middle school or something on LinkedIn, who maybe works at, as a real estate agent, or maybe works in tech. And they might not be able to give me an internship, but they know people who could give me an internship, right? So if I'm able to communicate to them what I'm looking for, concisely and, briefly, if they run into somebody, when they run into somebody, they'll be able to advocate for me and say, oh, I have a friend, he actually goes to Elon and he's interested in business law. I heard you guys are taking on new interns for the summer. The more you can tell your story and put yourself out there, the better your chances are of getting an internship. And another benefit to using a non-traditional route is you don't have as much competition. When 100 people are applying for an internship and the employer doesn't have any kind of connection to any of those people, you're subject to a bunch of other rules, right, that they're looking at, where are their grades, what's their work experience, all that stuff. But if you're applying for a position with a friend of a friend, right, now you have a warm connection. They know you, they already want to give you the position. They just want to make sure you can do it and you won't, screw it up or whatever the case is. So I'll leave it there. Just to recap, academics are extremely important. It's one of the ways that you're ranked when employers are looking at your resume and your transcript. Having an intentionally crafted and tailored resume and cover letter with the help of your Office of Career and Student Services. And 3 is have a brief, very concise pitch that you can deliver conversationally to people in your life so that they can use that information you give them to help you then get an internship. All right. So thanks for tuning in again, Zachariah, and I appreciate your time.